Fans, we are back now. Unfortunately, the brightness is all the way up. There's not a whole lot that can really be done about that. It was a leadoff walk. A leadoff walk opened up this top of the third inning. The man at the plate, Tyler Vivacqua. Vivacqua grounded out to shortstop. Back in the first inning to lead off this game. That one fouled away, and the count 1-1. One ball, one strike here on Vivacqua. After him, it'll be Tommy Kerwin, as that one is taken for a strike. The count 0-2. They'll check in on Vasquez at first base. He gets back in time. Count still 0-2. Pitch on its way. Outside, it's 1-2 now. Again, apologies for the bright. It's just a dark, cloudy day. The camera's brightness is as high as it can go. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. On Vivacqua, Muck Dogs lead this one 2-0 here in the top of inning number 3. Chandler comes home with the pitch. That one fouled, first base side, out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes, the count on the second baseman. Vivacqua had a costly error back in the bottom of the second inning as the ball went under his glove. He taps that one to second base. Walker flips to Castrotaro for one, on to first. It's a double play. A strong transfer and throw there from Castrotaro for the twin killing. They erase the base runner. 2 quick outs now on the board for Gavin Chandler here in inning number 3. Tommy Kerwin, the left fielder, will now come to the plate. First pitch to him. Outside for ball 1. Want to know the count, that one. Grounded to second base, fielded by Caleb Walker in time to retire the side. A quick 3 batters up, 3 batter down inning for Gavin Chandler. He's through 3 innings of shutout ball. The Muck Dogs coming to bat. They're up 2-0.
Hi, what can I get for you? One Muck Dog ale, please.
Oh, that sounds good.
Here you go.
Hey, you know what? Let me get one of those too.
Hey,
Thank you, good sir.
what is this Muck Dog Ale?
Oh, it's actually the official beer of the Batavia Muckdogs, brewed by yours truly, Eli Fish. Come down, stop by, and get yourself some drinks, some food, awesome stuff at 109 Main Street.
Back now for the bottom of inning number 3. Braden Horton stays at the plate. He came up to bat back in the bottom of the 2nd inning, but because Caleb Walker got picked off between 2nd and 3rd base, Horton is still up to the plate. He reached base with a walk back in the 1st inning to open this one up. He takes that one low for ball 1. Thank you to everyone who has stuck with us through the difficulties, hoping for the sun to peek in to shine a little more light on the stadium. That one, line drive, 2nd base, caught for out number 1. 1 down after the sharp line out by Horton. Now, Tyler Castrataro comes to the plate. Castrataro struck out, looking back in the 1st inning. He'll look to get on base here with 1 away. Muck Dogs leading 2-0 behind a ribby double from Caleb Walker and an E4. As that one is popped up, 1st base side. Will it stay in? Fishbin under it. Makes the catch by the stands for out number 2. He had to go a long way to haul that one in, but he stuck with it, and now there are 2 down for Brian Fry. Fry struck out in the 1st inning. Come up, 2 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 3rd. The pitch on its way. Outside, it's 1-0. One ball, no strikes, the count on Fry. Next offering to him is low. It's 2-0. Two balls, no strikes here on Brian Fry. Bottom of inning number 3, the Muck Dogs lead 2-0. The pitch from Hillebin is outside in a commanding 3-0 count now. After Fry, it'll be Justin Espinal, who has one of the 3 Muck Dog hits he singled in the 1st. The pitch low for ball 4. The 2nd walk for the Muck Dogs in 3 innings. Fry on base, Espinal up to the plate. In the early going, Justin Espinal has led the team in doubles. A double right here would add another insurance run for the Muck Dogs. Espinal ready in the box. Pitch on its way, a called strike 1. Hilleman through 2 2/3. The pitch in the dirt. Espinal evens things up at 1 apiece. One ball and 1 strike. The count. The pitch swung on and missed. It's 1-2 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count on Justin Espinal. One, 2 on its way. Check swing. Did he go? They're waiting on the appeal. The umpire in the B position paused. He wasn't sure. He didn't realize they wanted his input. He said he didn't go, so the count even now. 2-2 on Espinal. Looks like the brightness should be better now. Thank you very much for your patience sticking with us. Runner on the way to 2nd base. Fry is in there. The pitch ruled the ball. The throw down rolled into center field, but not quite far enough. The count 3-2 as the man, Fry, advances to second base. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The count here on Espinal. Pitch on its way. It's fouled back, and they'll do it again on 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Brian Fry at second base. Hillman comes home, the 3-2. Swung on and missed. He goes to the heater, gets the K, and leaves the man Fry stranded at second base. After 3 innings of play, the Muck Dogs lead 2-0. We'll be back in just a few minutes for inning number 4.
Did you know that 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance with Geico?
Yeah, but did you know that Dewey's favorite snack is popcorn from the Batavia Muckdogs?
We're back now for inning number 4. Gavin Chandler still in the bump. First man he'll face is the 3rd hitter in the Auburn order, Sam Meyer. Meyer drew a walk. Back in the first inning. Nothing really much came of it. First pitch from Gavin Chandler is fouled away. It's 0-1. No balls and a strike. The count, the pitch. Outside, things even at 1 apiece. Gavin Chandler has given up some base runners in this one, but again, it's like things have been all season. It really doesn't matter. It's the 1-1 on its way. It's low for ball 2. He's entirely unfazed when it comes to base runners. He gives up a single. He shakes it right off. He comes back on the mound, and he delivers pitches like that. He controls the zone. He just paints heaters. He can throw anything, anywhere, any count. It has him ahead here, 2-2. I guess even, but 2-2 on its way. Called, strike 3 on the outside corner. He sits down Meyer, his first strikeout of the day, and there's 1 away here in the top of inning number 4. Kieran Kehoe, the 6'7" rising sophomore from St. Joseph's University, in the box. He taps that one, third base, fielded by Inman. The throw on the run is high, and it goes by Espinal. Kehoe chugging for second base. He's in there. It was a tough play by Inman, so we'll see if it's ruled a hit and an E5 or just an E5. They will rule it an E5, so it's a 2-base error, which allows Kieran Kehoe Kieran Kehoe, as a result, will advance to second base with one down. Here in inning number 4, I should say. Josh Thompson will now come to the plate. Thompson grounded right back to Gavin Chandler in the second inning. He snared it with the bare hand, kept it in that hand, and flipped to first base. That one is delivered outside, and it's 1-0. One ball and no strikes. The count. Gavin Chandler will come to the plate. It paints the outside corner for strike one. One ball and one strike. Pitch on its way. Breaking ball in there for a called strike two. Gavin Chandler showing off that great control of all of his pitches in and out of the zone. That was his 50th pitch of the day here with one out in inning number 4. Another breaking ball, line down the left field line, foul, and they'll do it again on 1-2. One ball and two strikes on Gavin Chandler. Here comes the pitch. Tapped up the middle. Castrataro ranging over. Can't get it. It gets by him and rolls into center field. Kehoe stopped at third base, though. Brian Fry was in on it in a hurry. Got to that ball quickly and saved a run. Runners on the corners now with one away. As Jed Strange Traeger comes to the plate. They'll have a meeting on the mound with pitching coach Grant Bickham. The mound visit is over. Screen looking brighter. Thank you for everyone who has remained patient. It is greatly appreciated. Let's have a great rest of the ball game. The Muck Dogs are up 2-0, but they're in a jam here in the top of inning number 4. Runners on the corners with one away. First pitch, runner goes. The pitch in the dirt. Advance to second base. Runners now, both in scoring position. The tying run would likely score on a single from Traeger. One ball and no strikes. The pitch on its way. Hot shot down the third base line. It's a fair ball. It rolls to rain out there and left. 2-run score. This one is all tied up. A two-ribby single from Jed Strange Traeger. And this one, tied at 2, is here in inning number 4. Just a good piece of hitting. Got a pitch he liked. He hit that one hard. Jackson Inman playing a little bit in. Not fully in. Of course, had to keep the runner at third honest, lefty on the mound. Allows for a bigger lead generally. Made him pay as there's a swing and a miss for strike one. He snuck it by Inman. It was a nice effort. Laid out, full extension. Just couldn't quite get to it. As now, the Notre Dame product. Troy Reeder comes to the plate and lines one into center field for a base hit. Fry gets to it quickly, keeping Strange Tregear to second base. He was off on the pitch, but couldn't take any more advantage of the well-executed hit and run. But the Doubledays still have 2 runners on. With 1 out, it's a tie game. They've already put 2 runs on the board. First pitch on his way. Popped up. First base side, second baseman and right fielder charging in on it. It is the right fielder Horton who makes the catch for a big out number 2. Fish being retired, Gianni DeCerbo will now come to the plate. DeCerbo flew out to center field to end the second inning. Back up with 2 away here in the 4th. He lines one into left center for a base hit. They're waving home the runner rounding third. Fry will throw it into third base. It's a ribby single for Gianni DeCerbo, and the Doubledays, with 3 runs here, have taken the lead in inning number 4. There really wasn't a lot of hard contact in the first 3 innings, but it's been line drives stacked on top of each other. They're putting up good ABs at the plate. Just a really strong approach from Auburn. As now, the man to the plate will be Alex Vasquez. Vasquez takes that one for strike 1. Vasquez drew a walk in the 3rd inning, was quickly erased with a nice double play. No balls and a strike the count. Pitch on its way from Chandler. Flied first base side out of play, and it's 0-2 now. No balls and 2 strikes the count. The pitch to Vasquez. Fly ball into shallow right field. Horton takes a few steps in, makes the catch, and retires the side. After 3.5 innings of play, the Doubledays now lead thanks to a 3-run 4th inning. We'll be right back for the bottom of inning number 4 in just a few moments. Fans, let's take a look at the Batavia Muckdogs' upcoming schedule. They return back to the field tomorrow as they take on Newark for the first time in 2025 on Weenie Wednesday, which means there's going to be $1 hot dogs, potentially a weenie dog race. It's going to be a great show, something you don't want to miss. On Thursday, for the first time in Batavia Muckdogs PGCBL history, they're going to Canada. They take on the Niagara Ironbacks on the road. That one will take place at 6:30 p.m. Then on Friday, back home, it's Dewey's birthday. Friday night, there's going to be some other mascots there, allegedly. Don't want to say anything too much. And then on Saturday, they're on the road again. They'll be on the road Sunday as well. Saturday, they take on Jamestown. Sunday, they face off against the Niagara Falls Americans. Cooper Fesh will come to the plate now in the bottom of inning number 4. He Grounded into a fielder's choice to end the first inning. Hilleman still on the mound. His first pitch, ground ball to shortstop. Fielded cleanly. The throw to first base is in time. Nice play there from Vasquez for the first out. Now up to the plate, it'll be the catcher, Cooper Romick. Romick popped out in foul territory to open up the second inning. First pitch to him. Check swing upstairs for ball one. One ball and no strikes here on Cooper Romick. The next pitch on its way. Upstairs once again, and it's 2-0 now. Two balls, one strike. Excuse me, no strikes, one out. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Hard ground ball, one hop to second base. The throw is in time, and they're quickly 2 away. So 2 quick ground outs. Hilleman working with some efficiency here in the bottom of the fourth. Jackson Inman will now come to the plate. Inman takes one on the outside corner, low and away. It's 0-1. He led off, with 1 out. He hit a base hit in the second inning, and he came around to score one of the 2 Muck Dog runs in inning number 2. He swings and foul tips that one into the glove for strike 2. He's quickly behind, 0-2 now. Brennan Hilleman has really been in cruise control outside of that second inning. That one is delivered outside. It's a 1-2. He's allowed 3 base runners outside of that second inning. A walk, a single, and then a walk in the third. He gave up 2 in the first pitch. Grounded outside of first base. The count remains 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of inning number 4. The pitch to Jackson Inman. Reaches out, stays alive. That one looked like a changeup, maybe a touch out of the zone, but a good job staying with it there from Inman, and because of that, he'll get to see another pitch. One ball and 2 strikes the count. The pitch, fly ball into shallow center field. It lands for a base hit. Jackson Inman with his second hit of the day. A well-placed bloop single has the Muck Dogs still alive here in the bottom of inning number 4. As Braden Reyna will come to the plate. Reyna struck out. Back in inning number 2, facing off against one of his assistant coaches at Monroe Community College, looking to provide a little sting, some bragging rights for when they go back to school. Fouls that one off at the plate, and it's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike the count on Braden Reyna in left field this evening. 0-1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Brendan Hilleman really has shown good stuff today. No surprise that he's got a 2.77 ERA coming into the day. That one has gone up a touch today. 0-2 pitch up high. 1-2 on Reyna. One ball and 2 strikes the count. The pitch on its way. Line drive, base hit into right field. Going for third, he'll make it easily. That is Jackson Inman. Reyna stays put at first base, but a pair of 2-out singles has runners on the corners now for the Muck Dogs. Trying to cash in. Continue the 2-out rally. It's Kanta Ueno. Ueno reached on an E4. He hit a relatively sharp ground ball that snuck under the glove of Tyler Vivacqua back in inning number 2. Jackson Inman scored on that play. Looking to drive in a run here. Hilleman comes home with the pitch. It's up high, outside. It's 1-0. One ball and no strikes, the count on Ueno, the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. It hits off of the body and rolls into center field. Inman scores. Reyna advances to third. Vasquez could not quite handle that one cleanly, and it's going to tie the game. Ruling pending. What doesn't matter, that'll only matter for the box score, as that is ruled an E6. So no RBI for Ueno. He reaches on an error for the second time today. But it doesn't matter on the scoreboard, as it's 3-3, the Muck Dogs. Answer back, they tie the game. Caleb Walker already has an RBI double today. He'll look to keep the good times rolling. The Muck Dogs, 4 straight base runners is what they're looking for with 2 outs, as Caleb Walker awaits the first pitch from Hilleman. It's high and outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. One and 0 now on Walker. Here comes the pitch. Fly ball into center field. That's gonna be caught with a slide. Looked like maybe he was going to drop down, but Sam Meyer showed off the athleticism, slid, and made the catch to retire the side. The Muck Dogs get a pair of 2-out hits and put a runner on the board. They tie this one up at 3 as we head to the 4th inning.
Did you know that 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance with Geico?
Yeah, but did you know that Dewey's favorite snack is popcorn from the Batavia Muckdogs?
Back for inning number 5, and a new pitcher is on the mound for the Muck Dogs. It'll be Luke Rising. To give you the numbers on Rising this season, he's appeared, not Jaden Sherwood. There's Luke Rising. He's appeared in 4 games. He has not started one. He's come out of the pen each time. But out of the bullpen, he's given length. He's often been a piggyback for Gavin Chandler. He's tossed 9.2 innings. He's been brilliant, a .93 ERA. He allowed his first run of the season versus Elmira on the 13th. He struck out 6 batters, walked 2, and a batting average against at 200. Luke Rising was the pitcher of the week in the West Division for the PGCBL. For week 1, he'll take the mound, trying to keep this one tied at 3. Gavin Chandler finishes his day, 4 innings pitched, allowed 3 runs, ended the day with 64 pitches. The Doubledays lead off inning number 5 with their leadoff hitter. It's Tyler Vivacqua. Vivacqua came into today with a .485 on base percentage. He's a switch hitter. First pitch he sees from Luke Rising is low and inside. It's 1-0. First 2 ABs from the right side. He went 0 for 2. Now, against the right-hander Rising, he flips to the left side and cracks one to deep right field. Chasing after it is Horton. That ball is gone. A first pitch, second pitch, home run for Tyler Vivacqua. And the Auburn Doubledays jump Luke Rising and take a 4-3 lead here in inning number 5. That ball was smoked. Tough to consider anything really a no-doubter in this league, but when he hit that ball, the sound off the bat was just different. Vivacqua blasts his first home run of the season, his 3rd extra base hit. And he powers the Doubledays to a lead. It's 1-0 now on Kerwin. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The pitch from Rising. Low and inside, it's 2-0 now. Two balls, no strikes the count. Here's the pitch. Called strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1 now. You know, for a guy who's only 5'10", 175, really some thump in Tyler Vivacqua's bat. 2-1. Low, it's 3-1 now. After Tommy Kerwin, it'll be Sam Meyer, Kieran Kehoe, and Josh Thompson here in inning number 5. The 3-1 pitch inside for ball 4. The first 2 men of the inning reach base. One of them took a trip around all of the bases, never actually spent time on any one of them. Steve Kerwin, though, will walk to first and stay there. He's got a walk with nobody out for Sam Meyer. Kerwin, another guy with 4 stolen bases, one of a few, who's tied for that team lead. Maybe he'll try to keep sole possession of it here. That one is low to Sam Meyer. It's 1-0. Meyer is 0 for 1 with a walk. He struck out looking to open up the 4th inning with Gavin Chandler still on the bump. Now facing Luke Rising for the first time. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Hot shot down the third base line and into left field. Going for third base and making it is Kerwin. Following him up is Sam Meyer. A head-first slide, and he's in safely at second base. The Doubledays jumping on Luke Rising, the first time he's really given up any hard contact yet this season. They've got runners on second and third, still nobody out. Pitching coach Grant Bickham is going to go out and talk to his right-hander. That double from Sam Meyer was really reminiscent of the 2-run single from Strange Traeger back in the fourth. The play that initially tied this game up at 2s. Just got a pitch, just snuck it fair down the line, but kept it away from the outstretched glove of Inman. Sam Meyer, a guy with some wheels in center field, of course, one of the better athletes on the team. He took advantage of that ball in the gap and stretched it into a double. As now Kieran Kehoe comes to the plate. Probably not thrilled are the Muck Dogs infielders as they play in on the grass for Kehoe, standing at 6'7", a guy with some pop in his bat. They'll have to stay on their toes, ready for a hot shot. First pitch from Rising. Line drive up the middle. That's a base hit. One run's going to score. It hits off of the glove of Fry. That'll allow a second to score. Kehoe will stay at first with a 2 RBI single. The Doubledays with 4 straight base runners to open the inning. They lead this one 6-3 now. And that will be all for Luke Rising here tonight. Rising, who came into the game with a sub-1 ERA. The Doubledays just had his number today. I mean, he threw pitches in the zone. He walked a guy, which he doesn't do a ton. But sometimes guys just have your number. They're seeing your pitch as well. That's what you saw right there. He exits with the Doubledays leading 6-3. The runner at first base is still Luke Rising's responsibility. The new pitcher into the game will be Jay Creighton. We'll let him toss his warm-up pitches. We'll be back in just a few moments.
Hi, what can I get for you?
One Muck Dog ale, please.
Oh, that sounds good. Here you go.
Hey,
you know what? Let me get one of those too.
Hey,
Thank you, good sir.
what is this Muck Dog ale?
Oh, it's actually the official beer of the Batavia Muckdogs, brewed by yours truly, Eli Fish. Come down, stop by, and get yourself some drinks, some food, awesome stuff at 109 Main Street.
The man on the mound now, Jay Creighton. Let's look at the numbers on Creighton on the season. He's appeared in 3 games. This will be his 4th outing of the year. He's gone 2.2 innings. A 6.75 ERA. Good strikeout stuff. 5 Ks for 7 outs. That's something of note. He's walked 3 batters. He's got a 182 batting average against. Creighton probably did not expect to come into this game this soon. Luke Rising has just been so dominant to start the year. Sort of catches you off guard when a team just comes out swinging like the Doubledays did right there. He'll face 5, 6, and 7 in the Doubleday order. It's Josh Thompson, Jed Strange Tragear, and Troy Reeder. In the 4th inning, the 3 of them went back to back to back with base hits. Creighton will hope to hold him to a different fate here in the 5th inning with his team trailing by 3 runs. Looking at the numbers that we discussed before the game, the Doubledays have really been sort of on brand. Not really one main guy that's going to hurt you, but throughout the lineup, they've just sprinkled hits. Creighton's first pitch. Breaking ball in there for strike 1. Eight of the 10 guys, keep in mind, this is only the top of inning number 5. 8 of the 10 guys in the Doubledays order have recorded a hit outside. It's 1-1. And another interesting note is that nobody has multiple hits. So the Doubledays have 8 hits, all coming from different hitters today. It's been around the lineup doing damage. Jay Creighton gets ready now with the 1-1 offering. Line drive foul down the third base line, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, the count on Thompson. Here's the pitch. Inside, it's 2-2 now. Two and two now. Next pitch on its way. Creighton kicks and fires. Ground ball outside of first, foul, and they'll do it again. One ball, 1 strike. Pitch. Outside. Not sure where 1-1 came from. That was a 2-2 count. Even, I was just a little behind. The count now full on Josh Thompson. Over at first base, it's Kieran Kehoe. Pitch to Thompson. Inside for ball 4. That is 5 straight batters who have reached base for the Doubledays to open inning number 5. 3 runs have scored, but there is potential for some serious damage, a major crooked number on the board. Jay Creighton will try to scratch and claw his way out of this jam without allowing too much more damage. Jed Strange Tregear comes to the plate. He may only have 1 hit, but he's reached base safely both times. He drew a walk in the second, had a 2-ribby single last inning. Jackson Inman playing on the lip of the grass, perhaps waiting for a bunt. That one. Nice curveball from Creighton, paints the outside corner for strike 1. Oh, and 1 the count. Pitch on its way from Creighton. Another breaking ball, which clips the zone, and it's 0-2 now. Jay Creighton pitching Strange Tregear backwards, working to perfection. When you locate pitches like that, it's usually going to work in your favor. Let's see if he sticks to the breaking ball or if he speeds him up with a heater now on 0-2. Goes back to the breaking ball, same location, a called strike 3. 3 brilliant pitches. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Creighton sets down Strange Tregear for the first out. As Troy Reeder comes to the plate. Reeder was a Collegiate Baseball newspaper second-team All-American in 2023. Didn't really get any run at Notre Dame University, but still attends the Notre Dame. First pitch to him, popped up. Right side of the infield, Espinal and Ueno. Walker going over. Walker makes the catch. It was a long run for Caleb Walker, but he caught it. Basket grab in foul territory on the right side, perhaps 8 or 9 feet into the outfield, and that is out number 2, and a big one at that. As Max Fishbein comes to the plate now, Fishbein is making his season debut. He's from Atlanta, Georgia. He does not have a hit, one of 2 batters in the Doubledays lineup without a hit today. First offering to him, breaking ball in there for strike 1. Jay Creighton sure seems like he's feeling that curveball. Went to it 3 straight times to sit down Strange Traeger. Back to it for the first pitch. Let's see if he throws it again. A 1 pitch. He does go to it again. It's flared out to shortstop. Castrataro fields, steps on the bag, and retires the side. The Doubledays strike for 3 runs with nobody out, but Jay Creighton comes into the game, settles in, records 3 straight outs, and holds it to 3 runs. The Doubledays, after 4.5 innings of play, lead this one 6-3.
Pregame superstition, black coffee, and picks every day. That's pregame superstition. Got to get Chipotle before every game.
I do really bad pitching if I don't drink 500 milligrams of caffeine and 6 ibuprofens. It's just my thing.
I have an energy drink and I pray.
I pray. Always got to pray for me. Pregame superstition, 7 brew coffee. There we go. According to a baseball book I've read called Mental ABCs of Baseball, it says superstitions are bad.
Okay.
Back now, bottom half of inning number 5. Braden Horton comes to the plate. Horton lined out his last time up, hit one on the nose to Vivacqua. Takes that one outside for ball 1. Brennan Hilleman still on the mound for his 5th inning of work. Makes sense outside of that 2nd inning. Really not a ton done against him. Did give up a run in the 4th. That one, deep fly ball into right center field. Both outfielders chasing after it. That ball hits high off the wall. Horton is easily going to make it into third base. I thought that may be the first Muck Dog homer of the year. But nonetheless, it's a lead-off triple on a ball that was absolutely cracked by Braden Horton into the right center field gap. And the Muck Dogs in business with nobody out. Tyler Castrataro digs in, takes a breaking ball, just a touch upstairs. Hilleman wanted that one, doesn't get the call, falls behind, 1-0. Tyler Castrataro has 5 ribbies on the season. Infield playing back, so a ground ball will get the job done. Taps one, foul by home plate, it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss for strike 2. After Castrataro, it's Brian Fry and Justin Espinal. They'll try to cash in the run. Chip in to the 3-run deficit. Castrataro, fly ball, left field, taking a few steps back. Making the catch in front of the warning track is Kerwin. Horton will jog home. It's a sac fly and an RBI for Tyler Castrataro. The Muck Dogs cut the lead to 2. It's 6-4 here in inning number 5. Next up, it's Brian Fry. Fry, 0 for 1, drew a walk in the 3rd. First pitch, outside for ball 1. The ball is starting to fly. That first Muck Dog home run of the year I'll say it, comes in the next 3 games. As Brian Fry fouls that one away. It's 1-1. Braden Horton obviously just missed it. I think it hit off of the Graham sign. You can't really see the names of the signs. There's a called strike 2. You can't really see the names of the signs on the stream, but right below the scoreboard, I believe, is where that ball hit. 1-2 on its way. Fry swings and misses at the high heater. Hilleman blows it by him for out number 2. Justin Espinal comes up with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch to him. Hot shot down the right field line, but foul. Would have been a surefire double, but landed about 10 feet outside of the white line out there. There's no activity as of now in the Auburn bullpen. 0-1 pitch from Hilleman. No swing up high. Espinal considered going, pulled it back pretty early. The count 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He pulled something off of it. Got Espinal out in front. And there are 2 strikes now. Pitch on his way. Called strike 3. He throws some cheese at the knees to sit down Justin Espinal and retire the side. The Muck Dogs strike back. They score 1 run in response to the 3 from the Doubledays. They trail 6-4 after 5 innings of play. We head now to the 6th. Again, fans, let's take a look at that upcoming schedule because the home games the rest of this week are both doozies. Wednesday, we've been hyping it up for quite some time now. It's Weenie Wednesday, dollar hot dog night, whatever you think of first. That's what it is. It's going to be a boatload of fun. I'm looking forward to it. You're looking forward to it. Everyone can't wait for that one. On top of the festivities, the fun promotions, on the baseball side, it's the first chance to look at the Newark Pilots, who, if you haven't been looking at the PGCBL standings, are 6-1-1 in the early going. Are normally a team that has struggled a bit. They've been sort of near the bottom of the division in recent years. This year, though, they've gotten off to a hot start. It'll be exciting to see what the product looks like on the field as the Muck Dogs host them tomorrow. And then on Thursday, they go to Canada for the first time. They take on the Ironbacks. Friday is Dewey's birthday. It's not just going to be Dewey. There will be more mascots for that one on a beautiful Friday night. Really, no better way. That game will start at 6:30. The Saturday game, also versus Jamestown. They'll play back-to-back versus Jamestown. That one starts at 6:30. That will be the 5th matchup of the year against the Tarp Skunks. Jay Creighton still on the mound after tiptoeing out of trouble in the 5th inning. Delivers one inside for ball 1. He'll face Gianna DeCerbo, Alex Vasquez, and Tyler Vivacqua. So 9, 10, and 1 in the Doubleday order. The 1-0 pitch, low, outside. It's 2-0 now. 2 balls, no strikes the count. Here's the pitch. Heater low. DeCerbo quickly up 3-0. Looking to get on. Probably as the leadoff man and as the 9-hitter in the order. I doubt he gets the green light. But hey, crazier things have happened. 3-0 pitch on his way. Outside, ball 4. DeCerbo draws a walk. Leadoff man on. Here in inning number 6. Alex Vasquez does not have a hit yet today, but he has reached base. Every man in the Doubleday order has reached base at least once. Been an impressive all-around attack. He drew a walk in the 3rd. First AB for him versus Jay Creighton. First pitch outside, it's 1-0. Creighton, for the first time, is tasked with a 2nd inning of work. He's only been a 1-inning guy so far this season. With Luke Rising's quick hook. It's that one. They check back at first base. The throw, not in time. If you're a runner over at first base, you got to stay on your toes because Cooper Romick has got a cannon, and he's not afraid to show it. He'll wind up, fire one down there at least once a game. Threw a man out earlier today. Got to keep him honest. There's a big lead. Creighton's going to step off, throw it in the dirt. The runner now heads for 3rd as it rolls into center field. DeCerbo was dead to rights, but Jay Creighton fired it in between Caleb Walker and Tyler Castrataro and into center field. And now he's 90 feet away from scoring. The infield will now be drawn in. They'll only bring the corners in, actually. They'll trade a run for an out. No, now they bring him in. Was going to be a little surprised if they were willing to trade a run for an out. And as that one grounded to second base, Walker fields, looks the runner back to 3rd, now throws to 1st in time for the out. With no outs, the contact play not on for the Doubledays. For those not clear with what that means, contact play essentially means at 3rd base, a ball hit on the ground, you are off immediately. With no outs, you don't want to risk it, but with 1 out now, a ground out would make it substantially harder to score a run if it gets to 2 outs and a runner on 3rd. So it's more worth the risk to put the contact play on. 1 out, first pitch to Tyler Vivacqua is outside for ball 1. Vivacqua, of course, the man who provided the loudest thump of the day so far, smoked a home run to right field. Last inning versus Luke Rising gave him a rude welcoming into the contest. Here comes the 1-0. Breaking ball, clips the outside for strike 1. One and one on Tyler Vivacqua. Pitch on its way. Breaking ball outside. It's 2-1 now. Two balls and a strike the count. Creighton, again, trying to dance out of a jam. Called strike on the outside part of the plate, and it's 2-2. A strikeout here would be massive. It'd bring the infield back. It would get rid of the threat of a sac fly. Creighton probably going to go to the breaking ball here to get that K. But it's lined into left field, and it gets down for a base hit. Reyna fields it, but the run scores easily. It's an RBI single for Tyler Vivacqua. The ball briefly gets away from Castrataro. But nothing comes of that. Caleb Walker was there to back it up. It is 7-4 Doubledays They've scored now in 3 straight innings. They've just kept the foot on the gas. They've consistently put good swings on the ball. As now it'll be Tommy Kerwin. First pitch to him is up high for ball 1. That run, unearned, flashes bunt, runner goes for second. The throw down is not in time. Not in time. The throw from Cooper Romick was on the money. Skip Martinez going out to plead his case. The ruling won't change. There's nothing they can really do about that. It was called strike. The throw certainly beat Vivacqua to the bag, but I think what they saw was a nice swim move slide. He stuck that left hand in there, then swung it away just as fast as it was there. And he got that hand in the base before the tag was put down by Castrataro. A close call. They're not going to change the ruling, though. And a man on second base now with 1 away. A base hit from Tommy Kerwin would put the Doubledays on the board again and improve their lead to 8-4. It's the pitch from Creighton. Swung on and missed. He goes to the curveball, gets strike 2. One and 2, the count. Here's the pitch. Fouled back, and they'll do it again at 1 and 2. One-two count. Pitch on its way. Fly ball down the left field line. That one is a fair ball. It's going to roll. Hits off the sidewall. Kerwin in easily with a double. Another run crosses the plate. The Doubledays just keep hitting. They trade places. A ribby double from Tommy Kerwin, and it's 8-4 now. And again, I said it on the top of the air. The Muck Dogs play 8 games in 8 days starting today. You only have so many pitchers. At some point, you just got to let guys eat innings. Luke Rising was not able to record an out. I'm sure they had him penciled in for at least 2. So the plan has changed. Maybe a guy they really didn't want to use today is going to have to get used. And that'll bleed into tomorrow as that one delivered up high. It's 2-0 now on Sam Meyer. Meyer doubled the last inning. He's got a walk, a strikeout, and a double. 1 for 2 day as he lines that one down the left field line out of play. Three extra base hits in the last 2 innings. They've just been doing a good job of putting the barrel on the ball. 2-1 count. That breaking ball low. And Meyer in the driver's seat. He's ahead 3-1. Pitch on its way. Called strike. count is full now on Sam Meyer. After Meyer, it'll be Kieran Kehoe. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Man at second base, Creighton hits him. Sam Meyer slams the bat down after getting hit by the pitch. He gets on. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Double play now in order. Double play here would be massive for the Muck Dogs. Skip Martinez will walk out to the mound. Looks like that'll be it for Creighton. Creighton is out. New man into the ball game. We'll wait to see who the new pitcher is on the mound. The new pitcher into the game will be Irwin's Branch. While Branch warms up, we'll step aside. We'll be back in a few moments. Don't go anywhere. The Muck Dogs in a big spot. They're trying to keep the deficit to 4 runs as Jay Creighton exits. The new man on the mound, Irwin's Branch. Let's take a look at the numbers on Branch in the early going. Branch, making his 4th appearance of the season. He's gone 3.2 innings. Has an ERA at 2.45. He struck out 1 batter, walked 3. Not a lot of hitting against him. A 154 batting average against the big right-hander. Branch will have a tough task. Runners on first and second, and he'll be facing the meat of the Doubleday order, 4, 5, and 6. Kieran Kehoe, Josh Thompson, and Jed Strange Tregear. Sorry about that. This is a big-time spot. Really can't afford too many more runs. The Muck Dogs have shown expertise when it comes to coming back in games. But you can only do it so much at the end of the day. brief light delay. Just waiting for things to get brightened up. Umpires have elected to take a moment. But again, this is a big time spot for the Muck Dogs. Irwin's Branch out there, ready to get going. Kieran Kehoe at the dish. He's also ready in a big time spot. Still just waiting for all the lights to get warmed up. You know, anyone who may not know, you can't turn on all the lights at once. Otherwise, none of the lights will work. A lot of electricity going into it. Anyway, that's enough of the electricity talk. The moment on the mound has the potential to get electric here. The Muck Dogs really needing a few big outs here before they swing it at the plate. The lights now on. We're ready back. Irwin's Branch on the mound, ready to deal his first pitch. Runners go. Line drive into center field. Fry is there to make the catch. The runners, will they make it back in time? The throw to second is not in time as it bounces. It takes an awkward hop, ricochets off the top of the glove of Caleb Walker. Frankly, a break for the Doubledays. It just happened to hit the lip of the grass just in the worst way for the Muck Dogs. As otherwise, Kerwin was sure to be doubled off at second base. Going out to Skip Martinez, going to plead something to the umpires. I believe that this will be asking about some type of interference, potentially. Conference over. No change in ruling. It's still a fly out to the center fielder Fry. And again, just a tough bounce. Not really a ton the Muck Dogs can do there. They had the man at second, Tommy Kerwin, dead to rights. It just didn't work out. Now with 2 outs, Josh Thompson comes to the plate. Despite the potential for more, it was still a huge first out coming to the game for Irwin's Branch. He goes to the heater there and gets a called strike 1. Fans behind the plate making some noise right there. They're fired up. They can feel the importance of this situation. No balls and a strike on Thompson. Branch looks back at second. Taking a long pause. Now we'll come home with the pitch. Fastball low, it's 1-1. Definitely some zip on that heater. The 1-1 pitch on its way. It's fouled back, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes the count on Josh Thompson. Branch peeking in at Romick's sign. Agrees with the call, gets ready. He looks back at Kerwin, now comes home. Just tipped at the plate. Thompson maybe fooled by the breaking ball, but just got a piece to stay alive. One ball and 2 strikes. Thompson kicks and fires. Up high, it's 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes the count. Next pitch from Branch on its way. Flared to Inman. Inman takes a few steps back and makes the catch to retire the side. The Doubledays strike for 2 runs. Felt like a longer inning than 2 runs would suggest, but pitching change, light delay, will do that to you. It's 5.5 innings that have gone by. The Doubledays lead 8-4. Muck Dogs looking to fight back.
Did you know that 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance with Geico?
Yeah, but did you know that Dewey's favorite snack is popcorn from the Batavia Muckdogs?
Back for the bottom of inning number 6. Brennan Hilleman still on the bump. He's been really strong today. The 4 runs on the board. Not all of them have been earned, however. In fact, it's really been a clean line for him. He'll face 5, 6, and 7 in the Muck Dog order. Cooper Fesh, Cooper Romick, and Jackson Inman. First pitch to Fesh. He flashes bunt and gets it down. Hilleman will field, but not cleanly. And Cooper Fesh reaches base safely. A leadoff bunt single, an infield single. It is officially ruled a hit. I paused a little bit before making any declaration. I thought it was a hit. Official scoring agrees with me. So it's a leadoff bunt single for Cooper Fesh. The Coopers back-to-back, the second half. Cooper Romick looking to keep things going against Hilleman. He grounds that one second base. Fielded cleanly, the flip. Vasquez on to first, in time. A smooth double play. No hitches, no delays, no nothing on a relatively hard hit ground ball. And it's a twin killing. 2 out, nobody on now for Jackson Inman. Inman is 2 for 2 today. 2 singles. Both times he's come to the plate, he's come around to score. And back in the 4th inning, he came up in the same situation. Pops that one up, first base, third base side, out of play, foul. It's 0-1. As I was saying, Inman came up 2 outs, nobody on in the 4th, got a hit. Then Braden Reyna got a hit, and on an E6, a run scored. So here he swings and misses to fall behind 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Hilleman kicks, fires, swing and a miss. Blows the heater by him. He's through 6 strong innings. Jackson Inman K'd for the first time today. We're headed to the 7th. The Doubledays lead by 4. They are up 8-4.
My favorite candy is Kit Kat, but I eat the chocolate first and then the wafer.
Favorite candy's got to be Reese's Cups. I'm gonna go with Starburst. My favorite candy is the Nerds Clusters. My favorite candy, Sour Skittles.
Mike, man.
They're new. They're called peelers. It's like you peel them and inside it's gummy.
Sour gummy worms.
Definitely have to go with Twix. Big Twix guy. Big chocolate guy.
Yeah.
Favorite candy? Unpopular opinion. 100 grand.
Undisputed champ, 3 Musketeers.
Kit Kat.
Starburst.
Thanks.
Cheese cookies and cream. The best one.
I'm gonna go with Twix.
Favorite candy is probably gummy worms.
Reese's Take 5.
They're gummy clusters, don't get me right.
Sour Patch Kids.
Favorite candy? Japanese Kaiju. No competition.
Reese's.
Milky Way.
Watermelon sour.
Favorite candy is almond joy.
Irwin's Branch still on the mound as we head to the 7th inning. First man he'll face, Jed Strange Traeger. Branch really did a great job coming into a jam, induced a flyout and a pop-out to get out of trouble. First 2 batters he faced. Now on for a second inning of work, trying to do more of the same. First pitch on its way. Fastball up high, it's 1-0. Branch, attending St. Xavier University, previously went to Herkimer College. Got some representation from Herkimer in this league. 1-0 on its way. Another fastball up high, and it's 2-0. A note on Jed Strange Tregear. He's the extra hitter today. But back in high school, he was a big-time shortstop. He was the 4th ranked in the state of Washington, where he was born and raised. So that breaking ball hits him on the elbow, and Strange Tregear will take first with nobody out. Troy Reeder now coming to the plate. Reeder is 1 for 3 on the day. A pair of pop-outs to second base and a base hit. First pitch to him here. He foul tips into the glove. It's 0-1. You know, it's not. While he didn't have a ton of playing time, you know, it's not every day you see a guy from a school like Notre Dame here. 0-1 pitch, runner goes. Reeder fouls it back, and they'll do it again on 0-2. Strange Tregear shooting for stolen base number 2 on the season. And again, it's not every day you see someone from Notre Dame here in the PGCBL. Funnily enough, interesting thing to note, it's actually, there's another guy just finishing up high school, Aiden Zur for Auburn, who's committed to Notre Dame. 1-2, hits him, flush on the back. And back-to-back hit-by pitches open up the top of the 7th inning. The Muck Dogs have shown an ability to come back, but you don't want to make it harder on yourself. Grant Bickham, the pitching coach, will come out to the mound. Give Branch a second to breathe. And give him a second to talk things over, get some support, some pats on the back from his infielders before he takes an AB with Max Fishbein. Fishbein still looking for his first hit of the season. This is his first game with the Doubledays for the summer. He's 0 for 2 with a walk, a flyout, and a fielder's choice. Meeting at the mound, over. Branch, ready. Fishbein, now ready. First pitch on its way. Up high for ball 1. Branch struggling to find the zone so far. Still looking for his first strike here in the top of the 7th. It'll be a 1-0 on the way. Another heater up high. It's 2-0. There's no doubt that Irwin's Branch has electric stuff on the mound. The biggest bugaboo for him has been the walk in the early going. As now he'll throw a 2-0 in the dirt. It's 3-0. Have to imagine that Fishbein will not get the green light here. One pitch away from loading the bases with Doubledays here in the 7th. They've scored in 3 straight innings. They put up 3 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th. They're really threatening here to add to that lead as Branch delivers it outside for ball 4. Fishbein is on for the second time today. and the bases are juiced. Taking a peek out into that bullpen. There is some action. I believe that is Jake Sliz, the tall left-hander, out there in the pen, throwing some warm-up pitches as the infield draws in for Gianni DeCerbo. Up and inside, DeCerbo ducks out of the way and takes ball one. Irwin's Branch struggling to find the zone here in the top of the seventh. One ball and no strikes to DeCerbo. Here it is. It's low, 2-0 now. In danger of walking in a run. Still nobody out. Not the situation the Muck Dogs want to be in. As Branch is set. Takes a deep breath, fires home. That one in there for strike one. A big first strike. He'll need to replicate that. No doubt the heater is strong if he can just challenge him. Force him to put it in play. I'm sure that's what pitching coach Grant Bickham said. As there's a swing and a miss for strike two. Branch battles back, evens the count at 2-2. Two balls and two strikes the count. Pitch on his way. Fouled away, and they'll do it again. Two and two. The middle infielders, Castrataro and Walker, move back for the double play. Pitch coming home. Fouled away. DeCerbo stays alive. Encouraging, though, to see Branch settle down and find the strike zone. Still a long way to go to get out of this inning unscathed. Still nobody out. Bases are loaded. Branch ready. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three, and a big one at that. Irwin's Branch battles back from behind 2-0. So you get the first out of the top of inning number 7. As Alex Vasquez will come to the plate. The Evanston, Illinois native is 0 for 2 today. He walked in the third. Since then, he's been put away twice. Once by fly ball, once by ground ball. Middle infield remains back. Espinal and Inman on the lip of the grass at the corners. First pitch up high for ball one. One and 0 the count on the shortstop. The pitch on its way. Fouled away, it's 1-1. After Alex Vasquez, it returns to the top of the Doubleday order with Tyler Vivacqua. Vivacqua has been the number one threat in the Doubleday lineup, so still a lot of work to do as the 1-1 pitch. It hits him. A run will score on a hit by pitch. It's the third hit batsman of the inning. The bases remain loaded as the Doubledays go ahead 9-4. That will be it today for Irwin's Branch. Branch did a nice job getting out of trouble in the 6th inning, sort of struggled with command in the 7th, and he leaves with all 3 runners on base, his responsibility. Coming into the game in a tough spot, facing the top of the order with the bases loaded, nobody out, it will be Jake Sliz. We'll be right back in just a moment. The new man on the mound, Jake Sliz. Let's take a look at the numbers for Sliz on the young season. Sliz has appeared in 1 league game, pitched 1 inning, allowed 2 runs, no strikeouts, 1 walk. That came way back on opening day versus Jamestown. He pitched versus the Diesel on Sunday and was great. Tossed a scoreless inning of work. He's on now with a tall task. The left-hander got some heat, dials it up to the upper 80s, that 6'5" frame. With that extension, it gets on you quick. He'll face Tyler Vivacqua first. If he gets him. Next batter is Tommy Kerwin. And then, if either of those two get on base, it'll be Sam Meyer. Sliz trying to get through 1 and 2 in the Doubleday order. Not allow a run. Keep it at a 5-run deficit. He looks in, now ready. First pitch on its way. Up high for ball 1. Vivacqua has fared better from the left side of the plate today. An even split, 2 ABs from the right, 2 ABs from the left. As a righty, 0 for 2 with a ground out and a double play. From the left side, a home run and an RBI single. So they turn him to the other side. And look to retire him, make him 2 for 5 on the day, and keep this thing close. Cooper Romick talks things over with Sliz. They're done chatting now, maybe settling down, the tall left-hander. Sliz fires that one in there for a called strike. Showing off the heater there. It's 1-1. Almost Andy Pettit-esque the way he puts the glove up to his face. 1-1 on the way. Blooper into right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. A run will score. Everyone else moves up 90 feet as they had to hold up to make sure it dropped in. But it's a ribby single for Tyler Vivacqua. He's 3 for 5 on the day. That's his 3rd RBI. The Doubledays get into double digits. They lead now 10-4. You know, a bit of a contrast from that home run he hit, but you know he'll certainly take that. Just a bloop single, but he got the right launch angle on it, got enough loft, and it worked out. Now a swing and a miss for strike 1 on Tommy Kerwin. It's 0-1. The left-on-left matchup. That one tapped, foul, third base side, and it's 0-2. Sliz, already a left-on-left matchup, but you got to imagine that he is especially tough on the left-handers. Standing more on the third base side of the rubber, but still. With the arm angle, with the tall height. It looks like it's coming in at Tommy Kerwin's head. And it's going to drop into the zone. 0-2 pitch on its way. Fastball just outside. It's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes the count. Sliz sets. He'll kick. And fire. Grounded. Second base. Walker fields. Flips to second for 1. On to first. Not in time. A run will score. It's a ribby fielder's choice for Tommy Kerwin. And the Doubledays extend their lead. They're now up 11-4. They've just been persistent. They've scored multiple runs in the last 4 innings. When you can keep pouring it on, it's tough to match up. As Sam Meyer comes to the plate now. Runners on the corners. First pitch on its way from Sliz. Swing and a miss through the heater. It's 0-1. Both of those runs count towards Irwin's Branches line. The runner at third base is still his responsibility. That one, up and away. It's 1-1. One ball and 1 strike to Sam Meyer. Runners at the corners. Sliz fires. Line drive down the left field line. It's going to dunk in, and another run will score. The Doubledays keep the offensive attack going. They lead 11-4 here in the 7th inning. Another 3-run inning. It hasn't even really been the free pass. In this inning, definitely more walks and hit by pitches, which have contributed to the runs scored. But 12 hits on the board. It's just been really great offense today for the Doubledays. Pitch from Sliz, breaking ball, stays high. It's 1-0. Next pitch on its way. Swing and a miss through a heater. It's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike on Kieran Kehoe. Matchup between 2 taller fellas, probably close to the tallest on the teams. Sliz 6'5", Kehoe 6'7". There's a swing and a miss. He blows the heater by the designated hitter and jumps ahead 1-2. For the Muck Dogs in the bottom half of the 7th inning, it'll be Braden Reyna, Conte Ueno, and Caleb Walker. 8, 9, and 10 in the order. Sliz trying to hold him. He'll come home with the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gets him on the high heater to retire the side. But the Doubledays continue to keep pouring on. They put up 4 runs. They've scored 12 across the last 4 innings. And they lead this one 12-4 going to the bottom of the 7th inning.
Hi, what can I get for you?
One Muck Dog ale, please.
Hey, that sounds good.
Here you go.
Hey, you know what? Let me get one of those too.
Hey,
Thank you, good sir.
what is this Muck Dog ale?
Oh, it's actually the official beer of the Batavia Muckdogs, brewed by yours truly, Eli Fish. Come down, stop by, and get yourself some drinks, some food, awesome stuff at 109 Main Street.
Back for the bottom of the 7th inning. Ball game definitely has a different tenor as the Doubledays doubled their lead in the top of the 7th inning. If the Muck Dogs want to come back tonight, it's really got to start now. Braden Reyna set things off. He's 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. He takes that one outside. It's 1-0. Brendan Hilleman still on the bump. Called strike on the outside corner. It's 1-1 now. Hilleman with his longest start of the year now. Should he get an out? That one skied left side. Will it stay in play? It does, but it drops out of the reach of any of the 3 fielders who went to run after it. Just kind of placed in no man's land over there in foul territory. And it's 1-2. Hilleman only has 1 of his 4 runs on his line. 4 runs allowed, but 1 earned run. He struck out 7 batters, only walked 2. So it'll be a 1-2 now. Reyna leaves it up high and evens the count at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Outside. 3-2 now on the leadoff man, Reyna. Muck Dogs just need base runners here. You're not going to score 8 runs on 1 swing, but you can keep the line moving. 3-2 from Hilleman on its way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gets that heater on the outside corner, blows it by Reyna for a big first out. Conta Ueno will now come to the plate. It's definitely gotten quiet here at Dwyer Stadium. Some fans have begun to exit. For the ones that remain, the Muck Dogs looking to make it worth their while. But Brendan Hilleman has really been on his game today as he begins this AB with a fastball painted on the outside corner for strike 1. No balls and a strike. Ueno takes a half-hearted hack at a breaking ball in the dirt and falls behind 0-2. Hilleman with that strikeout of Reyna, up to 8 through 6 1/3 innings. Coming into the game, he had just 11 on the season. 0-2 on his way. Fastball up high. You see the 1-2 punch. The 1-2 punch that the Doubledays bring out there. This is one of the 2. The other man, Owen Burchard, 1-2 on its way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Brennan Hilleman with his 9th strikeout of the day. He struck out the first 2 batters here in the 7th inning. Seems like he's just getting better as this game has progressed. Caleb Walker trying to flip the script with 2 outs. Coming to the plate. Walker is 1 for 2 on the day. He hit an RBI double in the 2nd inning. To give the Muck Dogs a 2-0 lead. From the 4th inning on, however, they've never taken the lead back. The Doubledays took the lead in the top of the 4th. The Dogs tied it. Walker lines that one down the right field line, but foul. It's 0-1. No balls and a strike, the count. Hilleman fires. Walker swings and misses. And Brennan Hilleman a strike away from striking out the side here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here comes the pitch. Just misses. Walker with a good eye. The count 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Tapped. right side of the infield. The throw to first is in time to get Walker, and a 1-2-3 inning for Brennan Hilleman. He's through 7 innings, 1 earned run. He struck out 9 batters. Just dominance on the mound. We head to the 8th inning. The Muck Dogs got 2 innings left. They're down by 8. Back now for inning number 8. Jake Sliz still on the mound. He'll face the left-hander, Josh Thompson, to open up the 8th. 3 runs came in to score while he was on the mound, but none of them attributed to him, as those he came in with the bases loaded, all inherited runners. They count towards the line of Irwin's branch. Sliz ready, he'll kick and fire. Thompson flashes bunt, pulls it back, and takes strike 1. After Thompson, it'll be Strange Traeger and Troy Reeder. 0-1 on its way. Breaking ball, drops low. Good leave by Thompson right there to even the count at 1-1. One ball and 1 strike the count. Nice breaking ball. Thompson with an awkward hack at it. Some people may call that a sword, as it's 1-2 now. One-two pitch. Grounded out to shortstop. Castrataro has it hit off his glove. It rolls into the outfield. And Thompson is on to lead off the 8th inning. The E6 opens things up here in the top of the 8th inning, as Jed Strange Traeger will come to the plate. Strange Traeger is 1 for 2 on the day. He's got 2 ribbies, a walk, and a hit by pitch. Sliz looks over first, now comes home. Fastball clips the outside corner for strike 1. I think we've seen the strike zone open up a little bit. That's only natural. Maybe not what the players really want. I'm sure the pitchers don't mind it. But it was a tight zone early in the game. Now getting more of that outside corner. Sliz taking a long look at first. Now fires in, strike 2. Strange Traeger way late. Sliz has hit the 90s on his heater before. In the early goings here in the PGCBL, he was in the upper 80s. But I tell you, there's some kick on that heater tonight. I wish I had the radar gun to see this. I think he's touching 90. Runner goes. Strike 3 called. The throw down to second base is in time. A strike him out, throw him out, double play. Another really strong throw from Cooper Romick. And there are 2 down now in inning number 8. Now, suddenly, with 2 outs and nobody on, Troy Reeder will try to keep the inning alive. He's 1 for 3 today. Takes that one on the outside corner for strike 1. Sliz is humming on that mound this inning. That big, long stride with those long legs. The ball gets on you quick. A 1 pitch. Breaking ball. Hit off the end of the bat and fouled back. It's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes, the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball in the dirt. The throw down to first to finish the strikeout is in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. A man reached, but to strike him out, throw him out, double play, a race to that base runner, and we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Muck Dogs trail by 8. It'll be the top of the Muck Dog order here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Braden Horton, Tyler Castrotaro, and Brian Fry. Horton just barely missed a home run his last time up. Smoked a triple off the wall in right center field. Those batters will face a new pitcher on the mound. It's Austin Drogue. Drogue, both a pitcher and a hitter. This season as a pitcher, he's got a 5.06 ERA. He's appeared in 2 games, tossed 5.1 innings. The walks have been a bit of an issue for him. 2 strikeouts to 5 walks, a 1.88 whip for the Warwick, New York native. I have to imagine in this situation, they tell their guy, look, just throw strikes. If they score a few runs, it really doesn't hurt us. We're still up by 8. Where things compound is when base runners collect, when you get into jams with Bases used, 2 runners on. That is when trouble starts. First pitch from Drogue. Fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. While the rest of the team has not had their best day at the plate, Braden Horton is 1 for 2 and reached base twice as the 1 pitch is swung on and missed. He's quickly behind, 0-2. The offense has not been bad. They got 7 hits today. Just when you give up 12, it can make things harder, obviously. As the count now 1-2 as Horton leaves that one. The Doubledays just have had it at the plate today. It's hard to really put it into exact words as that has popped way up on the infield, moving around, trying to get under it, and making the catch is Vivacqua for the first out. So pop out, opens up the 8th inning, and Tyler Castrataro comes to the plate. You know, it's sort of reminiscent of the game against the Niagara Falls Americans, where pitches were being thrown in the strike zone, not in incessant amount of walks, and they were just hitting it. The Doubledays came to play in the back. It's 1-0 on Castrataro. Pitch on its way. Fouled away, first base side. They'll give it a chase, but it lands in the seats, and the count 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, the count on Castrataro. That one outside, and it's 2. Brian Fry fouls that one away. The count 1-1 now. One pitch on its way. Outside from Drogue. 2-1 now on the center fielder. Drogue looks in, kicks, fires to the plate. Just a touch outside, and it's 3 balls, 1 strike to the center fielder. Three and 1 the count. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 4. A 2-out base runner. The man coming to the plate now is Justin Espinal. I take that back. A pinch hitter. Blake Ewing comes to the plate. Let's show you the numbers on Ewing so far this season. Ewing has been great when it comes to getting on base. A 400 average and a 667 on base percentage. 6 walks have been a big help there. Justin Espinal finishes his day 1 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. Blake Ewing trying to spark some 2-out magic. Muck Dogs with the last of their chances. That one is low for ball 1. Called strike 1. Count 1-1 on Ewing. It'll be a 1-1 now. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Ewing behind in the count. Drogue looking for a scoreless outing. Probably not scoreless outing. More like scoreless inning. Have to imagine he comes back out for the 9th inning. Ewing trying to make it as difficult as possible. Fouls that one away. Third base side out of play. One and two, the count. Sets, fires. Low, Ewing leaves it. And evens the count at 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes the count. Espinal, hot shot back up the middle. There's a base hit. Fry advances to second base. It's a 2-out single for Justin Espinal. And 2 men are on. Muck Dogs not done just yet. Cooper Fesh coming to the plate. Fesh, he's the Tully's hitman of the game, and he came through. Full disclosure, myself and a few of the other fantastic people up here in the press box pick the hitman of the game. There was a little bit of a slump, but Fesh broke the offer from the booth with a bunt single back in the 5th inning. Sorry, that was in the 6th inning. He led off the 6th inning with a bunt single. He takes that one for strike 1. That one low. It's 1-1. After Cooper Fesh, it'll be Cooper Romick. The 1-1 from Drogue. Popped foul out of play. And he jumps ahead 1-2. Last thing they want to do is give this team life. They've got him just about dead to rights. Don't want to give him some breathing room as Fesh stays alive, fouls it away. And they'll do it again on 2-2. One ball, 2 strikes, the count, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Fesh set down on strikes, and that'll do it here in the 8th inning. No runs score. The Muck Dogs leave 2 runners left on base. We're going to the 9th. The Doubledays lead 12-4.
Did you know that 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance with Geico?
Yeah, but did you know that Dewey's favorite snack is popcorn from the Batavia Muckdogs? 'Jake Sliz still on the mound. As we go to inning number 9, he'll face 8, 9, and 10 in the Doubleday order. Max Fishbein, Gianni DeCerbo, and Alex Vasquez. Fishbein 0 for 2 with 2 walks today. Sliz has gone 1.2 innings, no runs to his name. First pitch, fastball up high, it's 1-0. Want to know the count? Swing and a miss. There is strike 1. One the count. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball is low. It's 2-1 on Fishbein. Three one on its way. Ground ball, second base, one hop. High hop to Caleb Walker, but he stays with it and throws it to Blake Ewing, who is still in the game, playing first base for the first out of the 9th inning. Sliz, while this game is all but over, he's giving the Muck Dogs what they really needed, which is just outs. They needed somebody to eat up some innings. Because when you play 8 games in 8 days, you really can't afford to keep going back to that pen. He settled this game down as he delivers that one high. It's 1-0. Gianni DeCerbo is 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. That one up high. 2 balls and no strikes the count. That one inside. It's 3-0 on DeCerbo. Throw pitch on its way. Called strike on the outside corner. Three and one the count. Sliz kicks. That one outside, check swing, but no swing from DeCerbo, and he's on with a 1-out walk. Take that back. After an appeal, they ruled that he did swing. So, no 1-out walk. Instead, a 3-2 count to the second hitter of the inning, DeCerbo. Sliz looking to bounce back, fight back from being down. 3-0 in the count. Here comes the pitch. Tapped, third base. Inman fields, throws across the diamond. In time for out number 2. Sliz gets a second life after the appeal and sits down DeCerbo. He's done a good job. He's gone 2 1/3 innings without allowing an earned run on his line. And now he'll face Alex Vasquez. Pitch to Vasquez, fouled away. First base side out of play, and it's 0-1. No balls and a strike the count. Sliz fires that one in there. It's fouled away again. Quickly ahead 0-2 on the 10th hitting shortstop. For the Muck Dogs in the bottom of the 9th, it'll be 6, 7, and 8 in the order as Cooper Romick, Jackson Inman, and Braden Reyna will come to the plate. No balls, 2 strikes the count. The pitch from Sliz is low. It's 1-2. One and two, the count. Sliz fires home. Fouled away again by Vasquez. Here comes the 1-2. Just inside to even the count at 2-2. The Doubledays, 12 runs on 12 hits today. Sliz has done a good job holding them in check these last 2 innings. But that one grounded. Down the line, Inman slides, throws to first base. Ewing scoops it. Beautiful play from both ends to retire the final out of the 9th inning. Inman slid over, made the long throw. Ewing stuck with it. And another 1-2-3 inning from Jake Sliz. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Muck Dogs have their final shot, last licks. They're down by 8 runs. They'll need 8 to keep this thing alive when we return. It'll be Jackson. No, Jackson Inman is on deck. It'll be Cooper Romick to lead off. Romick, Inman, and Reyna here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Austin Drogue is still on the mound for the Doubledays. Pitch on its way. Called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike the count. Breaking ball, hits Romick in the back. The Muck Dogs need base runners. You could see Cooper Romick there. He didn't move, he didn't flinch at all. He just stood there. It's a breaking ball, it won't hurt too much. Hit him square on the back, and he's on with a hit by pitch to lead off the bottom of the 9th inning, as Jackson Inman will now come to the plate. Just looking ahead, I see Jacob Vesco is in the on-deck circle in place of Braden Reyna. First, Jackson Inman will come up and swing and miss through strike 1. So the day done for Reyna, he went 1 for 3 with a hit and 2 strikeouts. A 1 pitch from Drogue. Reached out, fouled away, third base side out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Outside. Good job reaching out there by Reeder. He slid, made an athletic play to keep it from going to the backstop and allowing Romick to advance to second base. Count still 1-2. Inman looking to battle. That one reached out over the middle. They'll field it. Step on the bag for 1 on to first. In time. A 4-3 double play. Vivacqua continues his great day, showing it off with the glove, too. That one stung pretty well up the middle. He stuck with it. Both runners staying out on the bases. Not really sure what the confusion is. Both umpires talking things over. It sticks as a double play. A 4-3 double play off of the bat of Jackson Inman. And the last hope for the Muck Dogs is Jacob Vesco. Vesco on the season is hitting 167, but a 400 on base percentage as he gets plunked. Just seems like a magnet for the hit by pitch. He'll take first base, the second hit by pitch of the inning from Drogue. That one had some noise to it. For Vesco, that is his third hit by pitch of the season. And another pinch hitter comes in for Conta Ueno. It's Luke Dodonna. Dodonna batting .231 on the season. Will try to keep the game alive. He takes that one low for ball 1 from Drogue. .1-0 pitch. Grounded down the third base line. It's a fair ball. It's a base hit for Dodonna. Vesco advances to third. Dodonna's going for second, and he's in there. It's a 2-out double for Luke Dodonna. The Muck Dogs still have a pulse. Still down 12-4. as Cameron Koppel will come to the plate. Koppel is pinch hitting for Caleb Walker. Walker finishes his day 1 for 3 with an RBI double. Pitch to Koppel. Grounded, second base. Vivacqua fields the high hopper, drops it for a moment, still recovers to get the out. Reaching out to make the grab was Fishbein. Fishbein stuck with it, as did Vivacqua, and that secures the victory for the Auburn Doubledays. They take home this one, 12-4. It was the middle innings that really did the Muck Dogs in. As going into the fourth inning, it was 2-0 Batavia, but Auburn struck for 3 in the fourth, 3 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth, and 4 runs. In the seventh inning, the Muck Dogs could not string together a run after the fifth inning. And that was all she wrote. It was a brilliant performance on the mound from Brennan Hilleman. That will be it for today's contest. The Muck Dogs had a few guys who had some strong performances. Jackson Inman had a pair of hits. Justin Espinal went 1 for 3. And then in his spot, Blake Ewing had a base hit in his only trip to the plate. But this one really was all Auburn from the fourth inning on. And the dynamic duo of Brennan Hilleman on the mound and Tyler Vivacqua really wrapped this one up. Vivacqua went 3 for 5. His first of those 3 hits, a leadoff homer. Set the tone for Luke Rising's day. Rising faced 4 batters, all 4 reached base. He came into the game with an 0.93 ERA. Was brilliant, unhittable to start the season. Just not his day at the plate, and that sort of set the tone. The Doubledays kept it rolling. Thank you to everyone who tuned in tonight. The final score, 12-4. We'll be back tomorrow as the Muck Dogs are here for Weenie Wednesday. $1 hot dog night as they'll take on the Newark Pilots for the first time this season. They dropped to 7-5. The Doubledays improved to 7-4-1. Thank you again for tuning in. I've been Nikita Lohman taking you through this.